Today's show is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Yes, indeed. I'm talking about the top-rated sportsbooking app in the U.S., baby. And more importantly, when you're talking about them, they are safe, they are secure, and they are reliable, just like my trusted partner in crime right here, Mr. Deke. So, when you're talking about DraftKings and you're talking about getting that opportunity to make a little money, you know, because we all want that opportunity. We all want that opportunity. We always think to ourselves, all right, parlays. We think about, you know, favorite team with that favorite team, and can I get this player and that playing, you know, doing something together all in the same game? Yeah, well, same game parlays are available to you with DraftKings Sportsbook. So we definitely love them, but more importantly, when we talk about them because we got a promo code for you. If this is your first time downloading the app, well, first off, where have you been? But more importantly, make sure you use the promo code MOATS, because when you do that, and you make your first bet with a minimum of $5, you will receive $200 in draft deposit bonus money. Essentially free money to go bet with, baby. You can't beat that deal. It is awesome, but you got to use the promo code MOATS, okay? Now, Deke, anytime we get to talking about, you know, sports booking or just wagering in general, we understand that there is a line, and sometimes people cross that line. Sometimes they go from having fun to having a problem.
Never want to see it get to that point.
And it's one of those things that if you or someone you may know that has a gambling problem, or they might need crisis counseling, or heck, even referral services, Deke, it's a number on the screen right now.
What's that number?
That people could call. For the New Yorkers, it's a specific number that they could call or text. But for everybody else, the number to call is 1-800-GAMBLER.
Sean McCartney. Since we'll be in the top 10 of the draft, what's the biggest need? Also, do you see them trading picks to either move up or get a player like Minka?
They try you, Deke.
I'm disagreeing with your premise. I'm disagreeing with your initial statement.
He went right at your neck, Deke. He went right at your neck.
I ain't trying to pick in the top 10.
He went right at your neck, baby.
Overall, though, I will entertain this question because he's talking about biggest need. Mm-hmm. Right now, I'm feeling corner, get a franchise corner, or a left tackle.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
In the first round. Maybe middle linebacker, depending on what we do with Devin Bush. Maybe. But that's not even top 10 related. That's just first round. If we had to think about biggest needs right now.
Any quarterbacks?
No.
All right, just check.
Nope. Quarterbacks off the board.
Okay.
Not available.
Okay.
It's like
because they already drafted.
I'm trying to think
in
like a video game.
They're already off the board, or we're just not looking at them.
Yeah, how would you do it?
Because if you're saying we're in the top 10, you know, I think a lot of guys are available in the top 10.
They're off the board still.
They're going top 5? They're all top.
You got to, like, block them. You ever see in, like, fantasy football or even, like, video games where you could, like, filter out a position?
Yeah.
We filter out quarterbacks on our draft board.
Okay.
Not happening.
Okay.
Nope. Well, it's funny, too, because, like, dude, we even saw just last week all these college quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. Now, I think Bryce Young played really nice, especially down the stretch. He was really clutch. But it's just like, dude, I don't know.
Bryce Young don't move the needle?
It ain't anything crazy. No, Bryce Young's good. I was actually really impressed with how he played because it was a really ugly game. Mm-hmm. He stepped up fourth quarter, and those Alabama receivers weren't getting open like you would think. LSU's defense was unreal.
But that's been the knock on this Alabama's team. They don't have the receivers like they typically do down there.
LSU got to do it. I can't remember his name. I think it was a freshman. Was his number 40?
My
God. He's going to be a stud. I mean, he already is a stud, but he's going to be like a top 5 pick whenever the draft comes around for him.
Because I'm thinking about the daggone quarterback. That's what I was thinking about. He's a young boy, too.
For LSU?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he played good, too. He played really good. I was impressed with Bryce Young, but no, we don't need him. We got Pickett.
Okay.
There's still some things that even with Bryce Young I see. I'm like, yeah, man, come on. We got Pickett. We don't need a Bryce Young.
Okay.
We're fine.
All right. I was just asking. Just check it. All right.
He's got that Tua small frame.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's good though. No, I like.
He got that small frame.
He's not on the Steelers board though. He's off the board. We're rolling with Pickett. If Pickett continues to throw picks and stays under 10 touchdowns, and Bryce Young is available, why would you not pull that trigger? KP isn't above competition. Waste of a pick.
Which one?
Well, for two reasons. I don't think Bryce Young, just because he's going to be a top 5 pick, is going to be better than a dude like Pickett automatically. Also, I feel like if you already have your young quarterback, the only team that has done this in however many years was the Cardinals, with the whole Rosen.
So you're saying,
then they picked Kyler Murray.
Time out. What was the common denominator?
A change of regime.
No. What was the common denominator?
I'm losing it. What's the denominator here? You.
I was in AZ.
Okay.
And then we switched it. Now I'm in Pittsburgh. Same situation. Just saying. Actually, every quarterback that I've played with that was a first-round draft pick that year or that did get drafted has been moved on, replaced. EJ Manuel, he was another one. Yeah. It happens, Deke. My track record with first-round draft pick quarterbacks, man, it's not good.
No, but if we're taking a quarterback, you're missing out on a generational linebacker, edge rusher, cornerback, tackle.
But if you have that generational guy, but we still don't have the quarterback, then it's all for naught.
You drafted the dude in the first round the year before. You got to see that through. At least 2 years. At least.
I mean, technically. But in today's NFL, we talk about how everything is instant gratification. That's why we moved on from Trubisky when we did. That's why we're, moving on from Canada potentially if we do that within 2 years because we want it now. This is the situation that fans have created, We got to win. We got to do it now. We want the best players. We want them now. We don't want to develop. We want them to be perfect products now.
We're rolling with Pickett, man. I gave you my 2 reasons. What are you doing?
Oh, me, man, I'm just chilling, baby. Yeah.
No Bryce Young?
Nah, I'm good. Because for me, I believe in development. But I've been hollering that. So, I just wanted to, I don't be knowing what y'all temperature is, man.
You see the it factor in Pickett as well?
I didn't say that.
Trust me.
I said I see a lot of qualities that make him a good quarterback, and I think that he can continue to develop, but I think the more you change it, the more you're going to hurt him. But I think he'd be a good quarterback, man. He definitely has the potential to, and he's shown all this stuff on tape, and that's the thing why I believe that you stick with him, because of what I've seen on tape from him. Now, I still understand that he's going to ultimately, or I don't want to say ultimately, but more than likely face some more adversity this offseason if we do move on from Canada, because now he's going to have to unlearn everything that he's finally learned and everything that he's going to be getting comfortable with by the end of this season to go and relearn and learn somebody else's verbiage system this offseason and essentially try to master it from OTAs, mini camp, training camp, and then the season. So I don't like that situation for him the best either. But I still feel like, he's shown enough that, I know this dude can make all the throws. I know this guy can make the reads. I know he's athletic enough. The question is, can he be consistent enough? Now, that's going to be determined throughout the rest of the season. And then from there, coaches got to make decisions and stuff like that. But to me, he's shown he has all of the intangibles. And that was part of the thing why he's pro-ready. Because we knew he had these characteristics and that they should translate. But that doesn't mean that you're going to be a good quarterback just because you're pro-ready. That just means that you have the prerequisite to be a good quarterback. Now he has to actually go through and get the understanding. Go through the highs and lows of this thing, But the patience, the timing element, you have to allow that for him. And I'm a guy that benefited from patience, from time. And that's why for me, I'm always up here like, yo, give that man time. So I don't want to move on from him right away because I do think that he is capable of being a good player. And when you're talking about back-to-back first-round draft picks, it is a little bit extra. It's a little bit extra to take 2 back-to-back in round 1. It's different if it's, okay, I'm going to take a guy in round 4 next year. Like, that's a different conversation when you're saying Mitch gone, Mason more than likely gone. Yeah, you want to have another higher-end piece.
Bring in
to be a
veteran quarterback as the backup and then maybe draft like a young guy.
So it's like, if that's the case, yes. But when you're talking about first-round back-to-back years, I don't like that because, as you already said, you're taking away from potentially a generational player, a TJ Watt, a Minkah Fitzpatrick, a Devin Bush, a Terrell Edmonds. Even though those guys have varied in terms of their impact, all of those guys have been consistent starters for us. And that's the part when you're talking about first-round draft picks, to go quarterback to quarterback, you're essentially missing out on one of those guys.
Well, and the time spot or the place we'd be picking that let's go you dub is hypothetical. I can't believe I'm like entertaining us being in the top 3 or 5, but that's kind of where he's talking about Bryce Young, right? Top 3 or 5. Yeah, that's Will Anderson.
Yeah,
come on, like we get a Will Anderson with TJ Watt and Highsmith.
Yeah,
I don't want to be drafting Will Anderson, though, because that means we will be drafting in the top 3 or 5. I'm just saying.
No, but think about it in the sense of we traded up to get a Devin Bush. So I don't think of it in the sense it's like this ultimate negative to get one of these dudes, but how did we get one of those dudes is what matters to me the most. Because if we're losing and we have an organic top 5 pick, I don't want that. But if it's, hey, we got a 12 or a 15, but we can move with this and this, all right, that's a different conversation.
Like, dude, just think about the best so-called quarterback class of the last 10 years that happened 2 years ago with Fields and Mac Jones and Trey Lance, Trevor Lawrence.
Hey, can't miss prospect, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You got Trevor Lawrence and Tua Tagovailoa coming out.
Yeah. Oh, no. Tua was in the Herbert one. Tua,
Herbert and Burrow.
No, but they said that about Tua, too.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like these all can't miss. And it's like,
Herbert was the sleeper. No one had him on their radar. I mean, he ended up going in what did he go, like 6 or 7 to the Chargers, but everyone thought Burrow and Tua were hands down above Herbert, like they were a tier ahead of him.
Yeah.
But we're seeing Herbert flipping that script, too.
This is not the truth.
Yeah, so it's just like I just think it's stupid business. You might have that quarterback that franchise quarterback you're looking for already on the roster. He's the guy you picked in the first round the year before. Like, why go off that so quick? And now I can actually understand the Cardinals situation because they brought in Kingsbury, the guy who's connected to Kyler Murray, and they're gonna just do everything for Murray, surround the whole offense around him, make everything tailored toward him. So if you're gonna just do that, sure, I get it why you're trying to like move off Josh Rosen, but no other team has done that, so I don't see why the Steelers would do it. We're not having a regime change. Tomlin really liked Pickett.
And, yeah, he was the one who actually picked him. That's the, It's
him and Colbert. Every quarterback was on the board at that time.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, and Omar was still in-house as well, so he was still a part of the decision. It wasn't as if we hired an outside GM to come in here. He was a part of it. So, yeah, I'm with you on that.
They thought he was going to go in, like, the top 5. Pickett, or the top 10 at least. They thought he was probably going to go to like Carolina or Seattle or Washington, from what I can remember, and they were thrilled that he dropped to 20.
Yeah.
So no, we're sticking with Pickett. That's the slogan.